Hey, welcome back to Who's Up. This is year three. So
Has it been 3 years?
yeah, man, this will be year three. It's
Damn.
season three. I feel we're gonna have a good year this year. Have a few more guests. Do getting some more in depth conversation. But we got a couple. What we had this happen? The Super Bowl. It's All Star Weekend. Valentine's Day. The news been the news. You know what I'm saying? Ain't never been nothing good going on. But anyway, let's get started. Let's go. How y'all doing? We ain't been on here in a minute. Since December? So been a couple months. How y'all doing? How y'all year going? Y'all got any goals for the year? What's good?
Justin, why don't you start us off, man? Tell us something good.
Honestly, I'm doing good. I started February started off just the way I wanted it to. The Eagles lost. My goals for the year is to get my finances back on the right tracks, put some more money in investments, finish up my house in Baltimore, read some more books, and get a little healthier. I'm tired of going into the year same weight, same face. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a different weight, sexier face. So gotta make my wife still want me. But other than that, same old with me.
All right, Dr. J.
Oh, well, a few things happened since the last time y'all saw me. I don't want to be a fool. I told you so, but I just know it was August. Might have been July. I don't know.
Might have been July.
And I said that my boys was gonna be better without this cheater. And well, y'all saw the game on February. I ain't gonna bring it up. So I ain't gonna rub it in on Danny Ocean too hard.
But it's okay. You have the right to talk trash because you are the victor. Meanwhile, Justin over here rooting for a gang of losers over here beating his chest like he done did something. But it's okay. Like Dr. J, you can talk your trash. Like you won. That's to the victor go the spoils.
Yes. I mean, there's some folks in Cincinnati that talk about Joe Burrow, and there's some folks in Buffalo talking about Josh Allen, and some folks in Baltimore tell me about Lamar, the running back. I just, so people had to get reminded of who run this NFL now. Now Tom made it out in one piece, you know what I'm saying? So, but if he want to come back, he can get the next L. But other things going on in life, we got this PhD we trying to wrap up, had to get this candidacy committee formed and whatnot. That's looking good. So we got basically one semester left of classwork that we're doing right now, and then 1 year of independent, finish it up. And yeah, we just riding this Super Bowl victory right now, so. But ain't no what's going on with you, man. What's going on in Philly?
Licking our wounds from losing the Super Bowl. But again, like Dr. J, like you can be cruel. You've earned it. Like if you wanna pop off a bit more, you've earned the right to pop off. Like I said, Justin, I don't know what you excited about.
That y'all lost.
Y'all team full of bums. But it's all right. We can start that. When's the draft? Draft's in 2 months. We can start getting your hype up again. You guys win the Super Bowl. You win 5 out of 6, and then you'll lose. And we'll talk about firing Mike McCarthy. Then you'll make it to the playoffs, and then you'll lose to like the Rams. No, y'all lose to the Seahawks next year. Y'all gonna lose to an inferior team. Yeah, we know. Like you lose to an inferior team, and then we right back on the same track. But you know what? I know you enjoy watching successful franchises lose because you don't know what that looks like, and that's okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe Jerry can call Howie and say, hey, how can I construct a team and I give a bum of a quarterback $45 million who can't throw from me to you? But that's okay. It's fine. Enjoy, and then you fire Kellen Moore like he was the problem. And now Mike McCarthy, enjoy running your flat routes and your sticks. That's all you're going to run. Anywho, my year's going great outside of Super Bowl. All-Star game is tonight. Anyone watched the dunk contest last night? It felt a little racist to have.
Man, give Matt McClung his props, bro.
To have a white man in a Sixers jersey winning the dunk contest in Utah, man, that just feels real layered to me. Not to say that he didn't earn it. He did some great dunks. I did not enjoy it. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he is from Virginia, which is crazy. He put on his high school jersey. I feel like we're at the point of the dunk contest. If you put on a jersey that is not the jersey that you wear on the court, you should be disqualified. Like that's played out. You
He's
should just
on.
get out.
He's only played 2 NBA games, so
I don't
what jersey
care.
you
He
want him to
put-
put on a G League one?
Yeah, he could have put on. I mean, he was technically on the Sixers roster. The Sixers
He played
jersey
for
was
the
fine.
Lakers for like he played more than 2 NBA games. He played for the Lakers for like 2-3 weeks.
No, they put it on there. They said that they were like they showed a stat. They were like the player who to play the least amount of NBA games to win the dunk contest. Kobe Bryant had 39 and
Mhm.
Matt McClung had 2.
He could have wore the Sixers jersey. That's fine. And then
Yeah.
to top it all off, they had Karl Malone as a judge. Again, real shaky. Anyone who knows the history of Karl Malone and things that he's done as a human being. So just a creepy night all around. But professionally, some professional goals this year. Get better at my job. Go big game hunting for C-suite leadership. That's the goal for the year.
Oh, quick question. Can you explain that? When you say big game hunting for C?
Oh,
What does that mean?
so right now I currently recruit for like entry level to mid level, and I want to go recruit for director C-suite level. That's the goal.
Oh, okay.
The money positions.
Yeah, I don't get paid for recruiting that level. I just want to see if I can do it.
That's what's up. You know, look. Anything you know, you can be recruiting for the Republican or Democratic Party for the next, you know.
Nah,
next
definitely not
seat,
getting
you know what I'm saying?
definitely not getting
Candidates.
into politics.
Hey man, you can be the man behind the scenes.
Not this year. This maybe. Oh yeah, the presidential election is next year. I don't know about all that. I'll stick to my lane right now.
Mhm.
What about you, TJ?
Ah man, year's been good. Just like I say, just reading, trying to improve myself. This year's trying to real focus on just learning new skills because you never know what this world gonna be. You can't just be dependent on one thing. So I'm gonna try to buy a welder, you know what I'm saying? Do some stuff like that. Try to do some more epoxy type stuff. So just trying to learn new skills and just grow.
Love it.
It's been good though.
Are you excited to get Lamar Jackson?
I am and I am not because
Oh, that's the option?
I mean we have the most cap space. So-
yeah,
Oh, wow.
He'll
and
be in
he'll fit
Atlanta.
right in Atlanta, but
We had to trade for him though, right? Because they can
Yeah.
franchise.
they
they
haven't
probably
franchised him
franchise.
yet.
Mm.
But they will because
Yeah.
they're not gonna give him up for nothing.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the thing. It's the trade thing I wouldn't like because they're gonna ask for like maybe 2 or 3 first-round picks, and I really don't.
I mean, but your team is low key kind of set. You got Drake London.
I think
you
you still
have
need
his-
more help on the offensive and defensive line,
I mean,
and I
you pay
think
for
you need
that.
another linebacker and like getting those people out in like just the free market is hit or miss, and they don't develop like especially on the offensive line.
But here's the thing, though. Like the NFC South is so weak. Like you could add Lamar Jackson, and you probably could win the NFC South. No lie.
oh, yeah.
Now,
Easily.
if Derek Carr goes to the Saints, we're having another conversation. But as we stand right now, I mean, the Saints' defense is nasty, Dr. J. Like they just need someone. I know Derek Carr doesn't push the ball down the field, but they don't call Michael Thomas slant boy for nothing, right? Like we not taking the top off of much.
So Jameis, he gone. He
I mean, he couldn't beat out Andy Dalton in their eyes. If Jameis gets another shot, it won't be in New Orleans.
I mean,
He should go
Jameis
back to
had
Tampa.
ACL, man. He was balling out.
I mean, I'm
Jameis
not
is-
saying
is
he's
great
not a
backup.
starter. Yeah, I'm not saying he's
great
not a
backup.
starter, but I don't think New Orleans management, like he can beat out Andy Dalton in their eyes. Like, dog, like you're not gonna beat out Derek Carr.
They not.
They the same person to me, but keep going.
Jameis will at least throw the ball down the field. Derek Carr, he does not like pushing the ball down the field, which is fine because again, they don't call Michael Thomas slant boy for nothing. Like I think that offense would be just fine, especially if Kamara's not in jail, which he might be, but he's not right now.
Yeah, that was crazy. Was that one from like an assault or something? Beats him at the club or something?
Yeah,
What was that?
he assaulted someone in Vegas during not this year's Pro Bowl, the year
Last year.
before. I think he punched some dude in the face.
Oh, okay.
He got indicted like last week on it.
See, they need to do like what Texas does, and they can do mutual combat, and you can get charged for assault and stuff like that.
Damn,
You can
Texas,
fight right for the
Florida,
cops.
They
Dog,
just say it
Texas
right.
and Florida are two states I don't want no parts of.
Hey
I'm
man,
good. I'm good
Look,
on
look.
Texas and Florida.
Hey, you be a real man. Man up. May the strongest
That's it.
survive.
That you know what? That's the South will rise again rhetoric right there.
Hey, look, look. I mean, look. It's evolution. Kill the weak. Keep. You know what I'm saying? You be all right.
Jesus, man, this you've been watching The Last of Us. That you definitely been watching The Last of Us on HBO.
No, I can't. No, I'm not watching that. I watched episode 1 and maybe
That's a
like half of
great
episode
show.
2.
That's a
That's fuck
great
that
show.
Excuse my French.
Play the game by chance.
Huh?
If you're a fan of the game, it's a great show.
Yeah, go hard.
No, it's like what you call. It's the thing. The Walking Dead. It's too.
It's way more intense than Walking Dead.
Nah, well, it's too much Walking Dead. It's zombies and no, I don't like that type of stuff.
What you, TJ? I give you
Nah, man. The storytelling and the Walking Dead, the story revolved around the zombies. Like the Last of Us, the storytelling is just elite.
Screw the storytelling when you got people with things growing up the side of their flipping head.
Beautiful.
With like one eyeball and stuff like that.
Hey fam, all right, then
It ain't
I'll
for
send
me.
you the link to the scene from last week with the biggest zombie, like the
No,
bloater.
I don't want to see that because I couldn't take the
Dog.
first zombie when they
My-
and also when they killed the child in the first 30 minutes. I was
Yeah.
done then.
Yeah,
That's
that's
kind of fungus though, right?
Yeah,
What?
it's a fungus.
Yeah, it's based off of fungus, but it
Now-
goes up the skin.
So in the game, you have to breathe in the spores, but on the show, you have to be bitten. And in the show, the fungus talks to each other, right? Like he said, if you kill a zombie a mile away, like the fungus can tell a group of them to go raid the joint, which is again great storytelling. So no one here is a fan of the game except me.
I've never seen it.
And that's
Okay.
my wrong genre. I just know about it, but
Okay.
if it's zombies, like the flood on Halo is pushing it enough. That's a
Okay.
parasite. And
Then never mind. We won't
Yeah,
talk
I
about The
know.
Last of Us. Is anybody watching anything that's entertaining?
let's see
Watch
what
a
you
TV
watching right now.
I can tell you a show that I probably shouldn't have watched, but
Here we go.
it was more interesting than I thought it was. It's a real girly show though. Was it
It's okay.
Virginia and Georgia or Georgia and Virginia
Don't know.
on Netflix?
Mm-mm.
You don't have to say it's a girly show. It's fine if you watch it.
It is. It's
It's
about
okay.
my high school drama. It's a real female show.
Okay.
I like chick flick, bro. I ain't mad at you.
Yeah,
nah,
I love a good rom com.
yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this. I think the daughter's name is Virginia. They call her Jenny. She a snitch.
Mm.
Okay.
Nah.
Snitch.
And she don't care, man. Her mom out here killing people for her, but nah, she I feel bad. My mother's a killer. I'm gonna go burn
Yes.
myself. If you don't suck that shit up, you
There
want
you
to sit there and
go.
get raped, or you
That's right.
Die.
Push that trauma all the way down.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like, it just that shit that really made me
He
mad.
said, push that trauma through your spirit.
Yeah, it's like I can understand. Like that's not trauma. Your mother killed her.
That is traumatic
Husband.
to have your mother being a murderer. That is really traumatic.
Not really. I mean, not like your mother out just killing people willy nilly. Her husband was out trying to touch her daughter.
I mean, I get it. It's still like Tina,
Yeah.
if you saw your mother shoot somebody in the face,
I'm gonna help dig the hole.
it's still traumatic, fam, whether you acknowledge it or not.
Dude, I'm gonna sleep good. Especially if she killed him for a
He
good
say
reason.
that.
He say
say that.
yeah,
That
he
boy-
say that. All right,
Yeah.
man. It's one thing to see someone get shot for real.
Yeah. He got a gun. He talking about he can't watch zombies, but he
He
can
can't
watch
wa-
somebody get their
That's
head
because
blown
no,
off.
I
in
would
Thank
real
you,
like
life.
if the
Justin.
dude get back up.
Thank you, Justin.
If the dude get back up, I'm probably gonna freak out. But
Thank you,
I
Justin.
know he ain't getting back up. Like in real life, he ain't
Thank
getting back
you.
up.
Justin, can you say that again? This should be the social post. Justin, can you repeat
Yeah.
yourself?
This man said, I can't watch zombies, zombie killers and stuff coming out their head, but I can watch somebody get their head blown off in real life.
Make it make sense. That's the name. That's the episode. That's the name of this episode. Make it make sense.
But
Shit.
because for real though, have you seen what
Hey,
them zombies
I
look
get
like?
it, TJ. I get it.
Have you seen what them zombies look like?
No, I'm good. That's not my
I
cup of tea.
have. I've seen. Yes, I've seen. I've watched every episode. I've watched.
So
the
you tell
game
if you seen that in real life, you wouldn't be freaked out.
I would be freaked out, but I would also be freaked out if I saw my mother shoot somebody in the face. Like both can be true.
Yeah.
I get it. But it all depends what the reason was. Like if your mom was out here just like
Right.
seducting people and killing them, like American Psycho, that's different.
Yeah,
I
bro,
mean,
no.
you out here
I think
killing pedophiles,
yes, there's
something
something
totally
to be
different.
said. There's something to be said about my mother shooting a pedophile in the face, but still seeing my mother pull a trigger and shoot someone in the face, regardless of the situation, I'm like, oof.
It's still a person.
Yeah, like oof. I might need to talk to a therapist after seeing that.
I don't know. I'd be all right. Like, I don't
My
know.
brother mate.
I'd be like,
Justin, one more time.
This man said I can't watch zombies in real life with stuff coming out their head, but I could watch a human shoot another human, blow their whole head off, and I can sleep good at night. That's a no for me, dog.
Well,
That's
I
Randy
mean,
Jackson.
with the zombie stuff, it's not them killing the zombies the problem. It's the zombie itself. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
yeah.
I hope they do kill the zombie. Like,
But,
like
for
I'm
the
not watching my
record,
mother eat guts and guts fall from the zombie's mouth. Like, that's some. You're right. That's a little traumatic.
But here's the thing: a zombie apocalypse has like a 0.01% chance of happening, if at all. Someone getting shot in the face, though.
It happens
every
every day.
Hence why it's not scary.
Yeah.
It's real. It's
And they didn't
Hey,
even
Justin.
really shoot the person in the face. She shot one person in the hand and she killed another person by poisoning them.
Hey, Justin.
you see Daddy.
Yo, we need to have a prayer circle for this man. Hey, yo, cancel the show. Stop record. We about to pray for my man right now.
He need a kumbaya, my lord. My goodness.
Tears in my eyes.
Just know, TJ, you are loved.
I understand, but I don't see what the big deal is.
TJ, you sleep with a gun underneath your pillow or beside your bed?
Yes.
Both.
See? Anybody else?
Both.
Huh?
Both.
Well,
That man got a gun
look, it's
under
real
the
stupid to
pillow,
Keep a gun on your pillow. You can shoot
in the
yourself
drawer.
head when you sleep.
TJ got the bed frame when you push and the shotgun come out like some Men in Black shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be dope though.
Yeah. That's gonna be his 2023 project. He gonna create
I
a
know,
headboard
right?
with a shotgun compartment.
TJ sleep with the whole AK underneath the pillow. Pull that jank out.
Hey, yo, how you wake up with the joint?
Oh man.
God, TJ, that's one person house that you do not want to plan a surprise
Yeah,
party
please
at.
don't.
That is
Please
not a
don't.
surprise party house.
Hell no, dog. I
We
would.
did it one time. I think we did it one time for TJ. And TJ's like, man, I'm saying, what's that smell in here, bro? What's going on? I said, oh, hold, like, relax. I was like, bro, just come on in. Nah, bro, like something going on in here. Like, I'm like, I think that was before TJ had like the cameras and all that stuff, because ain't no way you would have been able to do it now. TJ would have had that booby trap. As soon as they get past the first door, they had a tripwire.
Let me
Yeah,
tell you
no, sir.
something. If I threw a surprise party for TJ, it would be in a park. It would not be at his house. It had to be somewhere public.
What the hell? Like,
So you could, I mean, when you walk up to it, you could see it. So you
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
be there. So you could understand what was happening. Like it ain't
would
gonna be
jump
nobody
out.
jumping out nothing to say surprise. Nah, dog. Then you gonna shoot somebody in the face, and then we're going real traumatic. I'm going to therapy. I'm talking to somebody.
TJ like, what you mean? I ain't know what they were doing. They just jumped out. And we like,
Someone over there leaking with their eye missing, and he's like,
but
"Damn, that's
think
crazy."
about it though. You walk into a dark house and somebody pop out.
I know.
What
I
the-
know.
what
That's
the
why I
thing you
said
gonna
we
do?
doing it. We doing it at the park in broad daylight.
Oh man.
with breadcrumbs, letting him know there will be people jumping out. And yeah, no sir.
No, sir. And even then, I'd be like, "Hey, man, leave your gun in the car.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Trust me,
That ain't gonna happen.
leave it in the car.
Yeah,
We'll be
now,
okay."
now I think you're trying to set me up. Fuck that. Nope.
Yes, I of all people. Yep, I'm gonna be the dude to set you up in a public park in front of all these people. Yep, that's what I'm here for.
Man.
You've been watching The Wire.
Teacher, like, them dogs ain't real. Them people ain't real walking them dogs. I don't trust it. It look all. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Chill, man. So Daniel, on this Last of Us, right? Has society collapsed or not?
Yes, so like, and it collapses overnight.
See, that's what you lose me. You see what I'm saying? I need supplies to deal with these zombies. I need the supply chain. I need Amazon still delivering so I can get my.
I mean, you can have a zombie deliver your package. It's gonna be slow, but it'll still get
No,
here.
dog. I need like
No, but for real, like, watch the third episode. Like you'll miss some things. Watch the last 15 minutes of the third episode.
You skip straight to it. There's no raw.
Dog. I'll give you a spoiler. They kill another child.
Yes.
See,
That's
why
not-
are you
that's
killing
not the show for
children?
me. That's
Huh?
not the
He
show.
was
Why are you killing
infected.
children?
Hey, he had his stuff, man.
Yeah,
Look,
he had
one
that-
super
he had
out.
that thing. Now the first one, but again, this is accurate to the game because the first one they kill his daughter by mistake. Like that's accurate to the game.
Well, it
Yeah,
won't
man.
by mistake. She was bitten.
No, his daughter wasn't bitten.
Yeah,
She hurt her. No, she hurt her ankle in the car crash. She wasn't bitten.
Oh,
No, she had not been bitten. She almost, but remember he hit that person with the with that
Oh,
pipe
yeah, gotcha.
before it got to her. But yeah, she hurt her leg in a car accident. She couldn't walk.
Let me just interrupt real quick. They said we talking about TJ and how he eyed with zombies and other people getting their head blown off. But Danny also just said, yeah, another child dies. He just says it like, and then the apple
Yeah.
fell off the tree. But we talking about TJ need therapy.
You don't see the child die. You just know that the child dies. Like we now watching children getting shot in the head.
Oh, okay.
Come on, my brother in Christ.
Women and
Dog.
children. are all
You watched the
women.
first child get shot.
You don't, but she gets shot off camera.
You see the bang, and then you see her
And
him
she,
crying.
yeah, but you don't like there's
There's no blood, so
there is blood, but there's one thing that like you just can't shoot a child like frame for frame on TV. HBO can't even do that. What is wrong with y'all?
You the one talking
shooting
about
the
yeah,
child
another
in general
child
is a
dead.
problem.
Yeah.
Huh?
Shooting the child in general. What you call it? What's that word?
I mean,
Oh,
listen, if a zombie apocalypse did happen, children will die. But it's not gonna happen. Like it's nearly impossible. Like we are smart enough as people. I hope.
we couldn't hold. We can handle the damn corona. So
That's fair. Hopefully, we as people, that's why I'm gonna live out in the country.
Yeah.
Well,
This is taking a terrible turn. This is real dark. So, do we have anything else to talk about? We talking about killing children right now. Don't put this. This should not be the social post. And they killed another kid. Yeah, that should not
Yeah.
see the light of social.
Not at all. We were talking about after our goals and stuff, and then we wanted to kind of just briefly touch over the Super Bowl and
We did that. So what's next?
did we finish talking about the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
really,
Yeah, we put a bow on it. It was-
conversation.
yeah.
We put
Y'all
a
not
bow on the
upset with the
Super
referees?
Bowl.
You know, I'm wondering.
Dr. J.
No, the referees did not cost the Eagles the game.
Okay.
Jonathan Gannon cost the Eagles the game. That was a hold on Bradbury.
Okay.
Jonathan Gannon and his refusal to get out of cover 2 lost him the game.
But what happened on those two wide open touchdown passes though?
Bam! Shout out to Eric Bieniemy. He saw something Doug Peterson did and was like, "Yo, these dudes are morons. They're so afraid of the jet sweep. Yo, just plant your foot and go back." And they're like, "Oh, it
Twice.
worked. Let's do it again on the other side."
It did it twice. Like to me,
And
like,
Jonathan Gannon was like, "Damn, I didn't know you could run the same play twice. How they do that?
Where they do that at?
Wow, I didn't know you could do that."
but like
Nick,
as a football player, like if you see it, she like to me, you just react like in the backyard, like we just did this.
but you should. But
But that's Andy Reid though. He did all his plays look similar, and so you don't know.
they said that was Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy saw the Jaguars film. They
Oh, really?
scored off of that game, and he was like, "Oh, we can use that," and they
Yeah.
did. For me, it's okay if you're going to run man in the red zone. Like I need something more than that to account for the running back in the backfield because you're so afraid of the jet sweep because you're the one who has to like. I need something, Jonathan.
But the thing is, they kept passing the man off. You know what I'm saying? Like they stepped him off.
It should just
It's like why don't you just pay? You know, if you're gonna play man, just keep your man. Don't pass him off.
I mean,
or just zone it. Just
no,
play
so
zone.
no, on those two touchdowns, you see Avonte Maddox running with the receiver both times, and then the snap of the ball, he doesn't pass him off. He's trying to beat the jet sweep. And by the time he plants his foot and goes away, like the ball snapping, it's too late. Like he gets lost in the wash, right? Because underneath you have Juju like running in slants. Like you have receivers creating like all that stuff to get through. And by the time Avonte gets there, like it's over. It's a wrap.
I
That's
thought
Eric
they pass
Bieniemy.
him off and let that outside, you know.
That was the
far
Kelsey, that was the Kelsey touchdown, which is
Okay.
crazy because there's only 2 people over there. I don't know why Darius Slay and Marcus Epps had so much trouble. It's 2 of y'all and 2 of them.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Like he just motioned to a stack and he just ran underneath it. Like, yo, what are y'all doing? Jonathan,
Yeah.
this is day 1. What are our motion responsibilities? Like this is training camp.
Well, see,
Yeah.
this what happened. Daniel Jones usually missed that throw for you. Ain't nothing to worry about.
That's
You know
fair.
what I'm saying? Kirk Cousins would have already fumbled the snap. Ain't nothing to worry about. That's what we up again. Prescott would have already been hurt in the backup end. These things is gonna happen, man. So
Now, my only gripe is the field. Now, I
Sure.
know both
Field
teams
is
had to
trash.
play on the field, but the Eagles' pass rush is built on speed. And if the playing surface isn't up to par, that neutralizes everything. Like there were 3 or 4 times where Josh Sweat turns the corner and then he just falls. Not to say that makes a difference, but the
Kyler
Chiefs'
Murray
defense,
say something about it.
But for
Yeah.
$800,000, what they paid for that field,
I hope they got a
Yeah.
receipt.
yeah, they ain't get their money worth. Somebody,
I hope they got a receipt. I hope they find that old man and break his knees. He should never touch another field in his life.
for $800,000.
Roll that joint in and out, right?
Yeah, they rolled it
Yeah.
in and out, so we got sunlight during the day.
But
Yeah.
at this point, just put down turf. Like,
No, natural grass. The players complain about turf because turf has no give. Like all these people blurring their knees out, all these injuries, it usually happens on turf. 'Cause
but
it's no
at least you
give.
can cut.
Or just use
And cut
regular
your- and
grass.
Cut your ligaments too.
Like that is my only gripe is that the playing surface neutralized the pass rush. Not to say it would have made a difference, but a team that gets almost 80 sacks a year, not get 1 sack in the Super Bowl.
Now, my question would be,
Yep.
if you neutralize y'all pass rush, then neutralize our pass rush too, right?
But y'all pass rush but your defense isn't built around your pass rush. Like Steve Spagnuolo's defense is bend don't break. You can give me to the 20s.
I mean,
when we
if
get
Chris
to the red
Jones don't
zone.
show up on the pass rush, we might be taking the L that Sunday. So I don't know.
And
So I, think you have to
I
look
can
at the type
say-
type of pass rushing they got, because like Danny Ocean was saying, they have a speed pass rush. Y'all have like a power pass rush.
Or
So
like
I can
it's
say
a
with
bit different.
confidence that the Eagles' offensive line would have neutralized Chris Jones anyway.
They got the best. Y'all got the best O line in the league.
Like Micah twice. The Washington Commanders' defensive line is better than Chiefs' defensive line. Like the Eagles have shut down multiple premier pass rushers. Magabosa was shut down. I think he had 1 play. And Jalen failed him. Not to say that Chris Jones wouldn't have wreaked havoc, but I feel like the playing surface affected the Eagles' D line more than it did the Chiefs in regards to how that defense is built.
Yeah, and the Chiefs only got like 2 named pass rushers, Frank Clark and Chris Jones. Nobody
Hey,
else.
but Frank Clark, was he the one that caused
pressuring.
that fumble? Like there was
That was
the
Nick
fumble.
Bolton.
Yeah, I'll say Jalen just dropped it. Can't do that.
Bolton was
No,
coming
but
for him. He was looking
Yeah.
for him.
No, but
Nick
there was
Bolton.
one play I saw. What's the first guy you named, Justin?
Frank Clark. I mean,
Yeah, Frank Clark. He didn't get to Jalen, but he put enough heat because AJ Brown was open on the post down the field, but I think he felt it and threw it away. Like he spun out of it and threw it out of bounds. But if you watch all 22, like you can see AJ like just wide open. So like, not to say that it wouldn't have made a difference, but I think the playing surface affected the Eagles more than did the Chiefs.
and the Chiefs put way more pressure on y'all than the Eagles put on them, because I know I saw like Carlos Dunlap out there chasing Jalen Hurts. So again, I don't know. To me, again, I'm a hater of y'all squad, but again, at the end of the day, I'll be, you know what I mean? Like I'll be honest about it. I think that the Chiefs had a better defensive game plan for y'all, but again, you can't really say it was good or bad because y'all put up 35 points. You know what I mean? But as far as needing certain stops, I felt like there was way more pressure on Jalen than there ever was on Patrick.
Yeah. I'll say
And
Jalen
so-
played better than Patrick.
He did.
Yeah, most
I will give him
definitely.
that.
He should have won MVP.
Sacks. I got 2 sacks and an interception for Jalen. But
He didn't throw a pick. Jalen fumbled.
Oh, I'm sorry, fumble. I'm sorry. Fumble. Yeah, turnover. All right.
Yeah. But again, a sack doesn't mean bring him to the ground. The sack means like you just ran him out of bounds behind the line,
Yeah.
behind the line of
They
scrimmage.
did.
Which they did.
Saunders.
Yeah,
did.
it's a tackle for loss. But yeah, if we're talking about like them, like a traditional sack, like them beating an offensive lineman and sacking him in the backfield, like no, they ran him out of bounds, which is the same thing.
But I don't know if Jalen outplayed Pat though.
Yeah,
Shit.
he definitely did.
Let me make my
He
case.
did.
Let me make my
Okay.
case.
Okay.
He had the ball more because he fumbled. And that's a whole drive that Pat didn't get to have because they were right back on offense. So, and then Pat ain't have one ankle.
That ankle look. I don't want to hear that. That ankle look fine to me. They shot that man up with everything in the at halftime. They gave him HGH, steroids, perks.
He on
They
one
only had
foot.
one shoulder.
Jalen had one.
Y'all told me Long was good. I thought he was.
Yeah, I mean, y'all told me his ankle was fine.
Nah,
All I heard Greg Olson say was, "Oh man, his ankle looks great."
Nah, I said what Nick Wright said. The best 3 quarterbacks in the league, Patrick Mahomes, when he's healthy, is number 3. Patrick Mahomes on one leg is number 2. Patrick Mahomes, he down by 10, is number 1. And no matter how many feet he got.
You know what's funny? Like we were watching the game and it was halftime. My wife was like, "Okay, you guys were up 10." I was like, "No, this not where it's at."
Just ain't it, baby.
I was like, "No, this not where it's at." hon." And then they came out and scored, and she was like, "It's okay, he's still the." I was like, "Nah, this a different beast. You don't know who we talking about right here.
I think
You
that's
don't
what
know
he
who
said.
this man. Like,
Baby,
you don't know
go
who
ahead,
this man is."
Go ahead and lead the room, baby. You about to turn into Michael Jordan. Go
Yeah,
ahead
I
and
was
lead.
like, they were talking about, "Oh yeah, they up 10." I was like, "Nah, this nope."
Okay,
And he got
can I
ball
say
back.
It was
I think-
24-0. We won about 50-something to 30-something against the Texans in the playoff. That's when I knew.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, that's. Let me tell you where I think the Eagles did fumble the bag a little bit. I think it was like 4th and 2, and y'all went for
Yes.
the field goal. I'm like every time it was anything where a 4th and 1, 4th, just let Jalen Hurts sneak it. But when y'all kicked the field goal, I said, "Ooh, that's what Patty needed."
for me, it was the 4th and 3 on their 35. Like against
Yeah.
San Francisco, they went for it and got it.
Yeah.
Or it was the catch by Devontae. He punted it, and that's when Tony returned it to the 5. That's it.
Yeah,
Like, you can't give Patrick the. I don't care if it's 8 minutes. Run your 8-minute offense. Like you can't get Patrick the ball back.
yeah.
For me, that was it. Say what?
They talking about changing the rule.
Yeah, they're going. Oh, they're going to change that quarterback sneak. That's done.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
that's
just-
over. Yeah, that's done.
Why would they do
Yeah.
that?
Pushing in the back, pushing in the
Yeah.
back.
I mean the whole thing. The push in the back. I think the muddle formation because that's a rugby formation they line.
But that used to be a rule though, when you couldn't push people in the back
Mm-hmm.
because you couldn't assist the runner, so you couldn't push somebody in the back.
Yeah.
So I guess they would just put that rule back in.
I mean, which is fine.
impossible to
Jalen
stop
squad
that.
600, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they should keep that.
It's gonna help.
Chris Jones was on his neck, right, during one of the QB sneaks, and he was just
Yeah.
along for the ride. I said, "Good look at that man is strong."
yeah.
I hope y'all don't hurt Jalen though, man. With all these running plays, for real. Like,
Well, I mean, after seeing him in the Super Bowl, I feel more confident if you just want to run a traditional offense, he could do it. Like I didn't know he could throw the ball like that. He was throwing darts.
Me either.
Whoever the
So-
quarterback coach is, or is
Yeah,
he
he
Gonna
gone.
be the new offensive coordinator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
You
nah,
better
I
say
think
something, Dr.
like
J.
y'all the Tennessee Titans though, for real. Damn, y'all just
Here we go. What?
play action. Like, that's what it is. That's why he wide open. So
No, Sunday was very little play action because the run game wasn't working. Sunday was a lot of Jalen dropping back and throwing darts. The dart that Quez Watkins dropped, I don't know why he left his feet. That hit him right in the hands. 2 darts to Dallas Goddard. The
That
dime
one-
to AJ Brown.
it's okay.
Huh?
that was not a catch to Goddard.
catch.
That was a catch. And the Devontae Smith one, that was a catch as well because there was
That was not a
indi-
catch either, sir.
there was not indisputable evidence.
It was
Yeah.
plenty of disputable evidence. He the ball
Nope.
hit the ground. He was doing
Nope.
all this here. Come on,
Nope,
man.
that was a catch. The Goddard one was a catch.
Yeah, he
The
definitely
AJ
was juggling.
Brown, the
He was
AJ
on
Brown
second
one should have been
string, both
picked.
of them. They would be on the high wire. Just
And the AJ Brown one was AJ Brown
No.
being AJ Brown.
Yeah, just he was just all on top of them boys' heads. Give me that. I was like, oof.
that should have been a pick. That time.
That's what I said. That was the first thing I said. I'm like, y'all had 2 of them just looking at the ball. AJ said, "Screw me, but I'll take that." I said, God.
Hey, it's not my fault your corners can't track the ball in the air. AJ found it.
They ain't press wide, man. I told them to jump. I was pressing the button. They just ain't.
Oh, it ain't you gonna run press against AJ Brown?
Yeah.
All right.
that
Right.
man
the
was
corners
smart?
y'all got.
I'm running cover 1 and cover 2 press all game, and I'm
All
blitzing
game.
all game.
That
Then
ain't smart.
red zone, we play the under instead of
Because
over
if you
top.
if
That
you
ain't
miss
smart,
on a
bro.
blitz, Jalen going to the crib.
Hey, let me
No,
let
he
me
ain't gonna
tell
have
you
time.
something. Shit, I wish Jonathan Gannon would have ran a blitz every once in a while.
But like
Patrick Mahomes is like this.
I press him on Madden and the pass rush there. and then the throw be underneath, and then
I'm
Use
so
it.
glad that man, the Cardinals head coach.
Can I-
Apparently, he was getting on the plane, and Howard Rosen was like, "No, you're gonna go interview for that Cardinals job, big dog. God
Oh,
bless you."
for real?
Yeah, obviously, don't get on this plane and go interview for the Cardinals job.
Okay, can I say something? This is something else. I know we didn't say we were going to discuss this, but I think it is unfair for somebody like Eric Bieniemy, who has been the OC for somebody for Patrick Mahomes for 5 years.
Yep.
He gets no head coaching shot, but
Nope.
we're just going to use Danny Ocean's defensive coordinator.
Go
This
for it.
man, look, he been blowing some games. Again, yes, y'all had a good record, but y'all defense was like, I'm like,
Was cheeks. The defense was cheeks
and so, and
against
I'm
competent
like,
quarterback.
how does he get a coaching a head coaching shot? But Eric Bieniemy has to go to the Commanders. God help him, because they ain't finna have no quarterback.
But
And then
at the
now he
same
gonna have to
time,
try
why Eric Bieniemy take the Commander's job when he got
because
up?
he's probably
So
like,
here, this is Eric Bieniemy chestnut checkers. He know Ron Rivera gonna get fired week 6. He said, if I can't get a head coaching job the old-fashioned way, well, fine. Let me go to a place because you can't fire Ron Rivera, right? Because he's a minority head coach, and that's a terrible look. I can fire his ass now. I got a black man in the wing waiting over, dog.
All right, you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense.
But
But at the same time, I don't want to just you winning rings over here with Patrick.
Say something.
But-
You could have
but
waited till
also-
Adrian retired.
But
Had a
this-
stack ring.
But the thing about that is that I feel for Eric Bieniemy because it's like he's never going to get the credit he deserves in the
Nope.
Chiefs, because they're going to say Andy Reid's the one designing the plays, Andy Reid's calling the plays, and then they'll throw a little tidbit in there and say Eric Bieniemy saw what the Eagles did versus the Jaguars, but that's not enough for him to really get no head coaching shot, because as long as Andy Reid is there, they're gonna keep
Which is
giving
crazy
Andy Reid the
because
credit.
But does
Doug
that
Peterson got a
cash?
head coaching job. Nick Sirianni got a head coaching job. They came from the Andy Reid offensive court, like that tree.
Nagy.
Yeah.
It's
All of them.
Nagy too. That's right. Nagy,
He
LaFleur
back
too,
now.
right?
He got fired. He back, and he gonna take Bieniemy spot now that Bieniemy gone.
Yeah.
Did
He
LaFleur
got
come from
head coach
Reid?
job, failed, came back, and got his job back,
Got his
baby.
job back. But Matt
Yeah, I
LaFleur came from the Chiefs too, right, Dr. J? Is Matt LaFleur Andy
No,
Reid
I think he came
disciple?
from Shanahan. didn't
Nah.
He came
Yeah.
from he came
Shanahan.
from okay, he's a
Yeah.
Shanahan. All right, my bad.
Yeah, because I think they
Or
was
was he
all
a
on the
Sean
Redskins
McVay?
together. They were all on the
Well,
Commanders
McVay came
together.
from Shanahan too.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
all
yeah.
on the Redskins.
Commanders.
Yeah, we talking about Mike, not Kyle.
Oh,
No, I'm saying Kyle Shanahan was the OC for the Redskins, and I think
Yeah.
LaFleur was like the quarterback coach. I'm saying all of them was like on
Yeah.
the Commanders at like one time. But I think my biggest issue is I'm tired of black head coaches not getting first chances, but white head coaches getting third, fourth, and fifth chances.
Yeah.
Like there's no way McDaniel should still continue to have jobs after he number one was like, yeah, I'll take the job of Cleveland, and then no, let Eric Bieniemy try that.
Mhm.
That
What
was
else
the
keep that
Colts.
man out the league?
Mhm.
That was the
Uh,
Colts.
Colts, my
McDaniels
bad.
took the Colts job, then he reneged.
Yeah, and so I'm like, and then you talking about who else? Cliff Kingsbury had a losing record in college, and then this man go and get a head coaching job, but Eric Bieniemy has won 2 Super Bowl rings and still can't get one. Like that's not fair.
Just now, take it a step further. Cliff Kingsbury could not win with Patrick Mahomes in the Big 12
Yeah,
and
That's true.
still got that Arizona job. Like he
Yeah.
had Patrick Mahomes for 2 years and couldn't do anything in the Big 12.
and I think he had this isn't saying much, but I think he had Baker too.
Yeah.
Did he? I thought
Yeah.
Patrick and Baker were on the same team, then Baker went to Oklahoma.
They were still coaching, right?
That's
Like,
fair.
yeah. But so I just think that's so disappointing. And another thing is, I think the Rooney Rule should be abolished because you are wasting these minority head coaches' time. Do not call me in here to interview when I know I'm not getting a job. Like you are wasting my time. You're
Yep.
not saying, hey, TJ, come in here and interview for this job. And if we don't like you all the way, we're gonna make you the OC. No, I'm not getting none of that. And so, and like that's what Brian Flores' biggest complaint is before he ever interviewed for the Giants job, they had already offered it. They had already knew they was gonna pick Brian Daboll.
Yeah.
So you legitimately were gonna have me waste 3, 4, 5 hours out of my day, fly out there, have dinner, do all the stuff, be away from my family, when it was never your intention to give me the job. Like that's operating under bad faith. And again, at the end of the day, I can't come into your house, Danny Ocean, tell you what pictures I want to hang up on the wall because it's not my house, right? And so the owners is they house. You know what I mean? But just don't have us out there interviewing thinking that we got a legit shot when the way is you gonna go with the people that look like you. That's my only complaint.
The NFL is modern day slavery. No matter how you want to put it, it is.
I don't know about all that.
Think about it. It is. Think about it. What other job can you get? And you can't go work for Virginia Power, and the next day you go work for Costco without no say.
But the thing is, the players agree to this, though. Like these things are bargains.
I mean, you're right.
It's not slavery if you have a say in it. Like if the players want more, they're gonna have to be able to hold out and negotiate these terms. That's the like they have a say. They aren't prepared to do what they need to do to get the things that they want.
So is it a real say?
I mean, they can, right? If the players want to lock out the league, they can. But a lot of them are not. It's easier to get 30 billionaires on the same page than 500 millionaires, thousandaires, hundredaires on the same page. And that's where the power always lies. Like the players have the power. And the players will say, yo, we're going to bite this bullet and we're going to lock this league out until we get what we want. They can. Slaves didn't have that choice, but they can't.
But at the same time, there's always somebody's going to be willing to do that job. Even if all the great players lock out.
But that's what the XFL and USF are for. You going to watch the XFL? You gonna watch the NFL if all the XFL quarterbacks go play? Like, I'm not watching that. I'm watching the NFL because
you got nothing else to watch on Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You might. You say that. I might turn it on.
All right. The players have the power to make the change that they want. It's just they can't get on the same page.
Yeah, I think
that's a 10, 15 year type of planning and sacrifice from the top one to get there.
Okay, but also with the same thing, why aren't necessarily us 9 to 5 people slaves? Because think about it, we work all these hours just for them to say, "Hey, Danny Ocean, we appreciate your time. Here's a $2 raise." You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, we're all kind of slaves to the money aspect of it.
It's institutionalized slavery. No matter how you cut it. I mean, it is what it is. You might not.
But at least athletes have unions. But they have unions. Like most of us don't have a union, right? The powers in union. A lot of companies are union busting, but at least the players in professional sports have some sort of union and representation. But again, it's easier to get 30 people in a room on the same page than 500 plus.
1,500,
different levels of salary. Like, how can you tell a rookie, "Hey, you've been working for this your entire life. We're gonna need you to sit out this year and not make any money because we want to do something bigger than you," right? Like that's a tough conversation to have.
Especially when the owners, this is not even their main money source. This might
they play money. That's exactly right, Dr. J. This is their play money. Jerry gonna make his money off oil. If the Cowboys playing or not, it don't matter. Arthur Blank gonna make his money from Home Depot. It don't matter what's going on.
Yeah.
That's why some of these teams trash too, because they know it don't matter. It's just we don't care.
Like how much did the Broncos just sell for?
Like a couple of billies. Like
Walmart was like, "Bet that's cool. We'll make that back in a couple years. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's buy the Broncos."
Yeah. I hope they lose every game by 50. I hate them.
They not.
Man, they'll be trash, man. Right? Don't you think they'll be good? Man?
I think they're gonna be all right. I think honestly, that the biggest thing for the Broncos is they took Russell's office, and I think he's ready to play now.
Yeah,
it's that office was holding him back.
Okay,
but to wrap this conversation up, like look at the NBA players union, right? The NBA players have more power, right? Because it's not as many of them.
Yeah,
it's not as many players. And we know what they look like, right? There's something said about NFL players wearing helmets. We don't know what fans cheer for NFL logos. NBA fans cheer for the names on the back, right? So if LeBron says something, that carries more power than say if Patrick says something.
It's the gladiator scenario.
What's the gladiator scenario?
Back like Roman times, that was why they wore helmets and stuff. So they kind of cheer for the versus the actual person. That's why, like, you read Spartacus.
I don't read.
Well, Spartacus is based on an old Roman book, and he took off his helmet, and started fighting without his helmet. So people started cheering for him as a person, and that was started the uprising because gladiators were slaves.
Okay.
that were owned. So that's why they could kill him and stuff.
TJ, you took that in stride. I said I don't read, and you just kept going. I appreciate that.
I mean,
So,
yeah,
yeah,
you
what
ain't the
up?
first black man.
Huh?
You ain't the first black man.
All right. Damn, there it is.
Yeah.
You want Vince McMahon like that too, man. He said he don't want nobody really getting
Yeah.
WWE.
Yeah, Vince does they're independent contractors, they're not employees. Yeah, I don't get no health insurance from me.
Sheesh.
I give you the stage, you do whatever you want with it.
But that's good and bad, though. I mean, that's
man,
an independent standpoint.
They be getting hurt though.
Yeah, but yeah, if I blow
But you
my
also
knee
take
out,
out
it's
more
on
different
me.
insurance as a contractor.
Say what?
You also take out more different types of insurance as a contractor. Like, so if you are a contractor and you do get hurt, you can have policies that set you up for millions if you can't work anymore.
Need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
premium's
talking about
steep.
I'm not talking about the Brock Lesnar's and the Becky Lynch's. I'm talking about like the wrestlers who no one knows, right? If I blow my knee out at a house show, like I'm screwed, dog.
But you still can get insurance for that.
I mean, I don't have the money to pay that premium because I don't make any money. Yeah, again, John Cena, yeah, he can have that insurance policy. He's John Cena. He makes $5 million a year, but if you don't make that kind of money, Vince has been getting away with murder for years.
Literal murder.
Literal murder. That was not a hyperbole. That was like, Vince legit.
God damn, man. That shit, it's wild though, man, because like you said, they gonna have it set where you come in to see the logo, not the people that's in there. Way they can keep putting in a new piece.
There are human beings that root for the Houston Texans. Have the Houston Texans been good, except that 1 year where Josh Allen went all crazy mode in the playoffs? Has there ever been a year the Texans have been worth talking? I mean, they had Andre Johnson.
You said
they had
Josh
Matt
Allen?
Schaub. Yeah, so Josh Allen's first
Watt?
playoff game was against the Bill.
Oh,
All right, let's think of a franchise that's been in the gutter their entire existence. The Detroit Lions. There are people who root for the Detroit Lions.
yeah.
Detroit. I'm glad you mentioned them. You're talking about the black coaches, right? Caldwell got fired for 9-7. This dude this year go 9-7. They act like he just
Won the Super Bowl.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
That's because he's their coke dealer, man.
He do be coked up. Dan Campbell be coked up.
Yeah. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. He looked like he a dope coach though. Like he looked like he played
because he
played
on
his run through
coke.
the wall for him. A little coke ain't never hurt nobody.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I bet you that Hard Knocks team got a whole bunch of footage of him just doing bumps. I know he forgot there were cameras around the facility. I know that man got an 8-ball on him at all times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. Good coach for these coaches.
TJ, go on, take us to the last one.
All right, so yeah, all right. What was it? The All-Star games. How y'all feeling about the All-Star games?
Get rid of it. Get rid of the dunk contest. Make
Get
the
rid of it.
3-point contest.
I
Yes,
think
the dunk
McClung stayed
contest.
for a little while, for one more year.
Nah, he ain't. Listen, dog. They were in Utah. I promise you, if they were in any other state in this union, it would, Danny Ainge on the phone right now saying, hey, we need to bring that white boy to Utah. He can put butts in the seats. Hey, Philly, we'll give you anything for him. Like, I promise you, my brother.
We got enough picks. We got 15 picks.
Yeah.
So
Danny
right
Ainge out in Utah selling that hope again like he did in Boston. But
Yeah.
He built a squad though. No, hey, he built
That hope Dan Ellison.
yeah, he pitching that hope. Oh, same in Oklahoma City too. At least they got good players though. They just pitching hope. Hey man, we got 15 first-round picks the next 6 years. Who gonna go
Just
play
hold
against
on.
the dog?
I thought you was
Oh,
talking-
hope is on the way. Hey, dog, you can pitch hope all year, every year.
Yeah.
I thought it was a specific type of hope he was pitching in Utah.
Nah,
great
he
hope.
pitching. Yeah, he pitching that Boston hope, but he wrapped it in Utah.
Oh man.
But nah,
I don't know about the
whack.
Jazz, man. I think they should just delete that whole franchise.
Yup.
It's supposed to be drying up too. I don't know if y'all heard about that, but they said the Salt Lake supposed to be dry in a couple more years with all
Send it.
the climate shifting and whatnot. So just scrap the whole town and we just start over somewhere
They
else.
heard-
Send him to Zion.
They hurt you, Dr. J. How they hurt you, bro?
Utah,
Yeah.
they just used to be on TV, man. Okay, let's go back in time, right? Cowboys was decent, right?
Yeah, they're talking about it decent, babe.
They was decent.
Fire up your VHS player. We're going back.
Push the tracking button, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, Jordan coming out of retirement and whatnot, and you hear the NBA or NBC song come on. You think you're gonna see Pippen and Jordan, and here come Karl Malone and John Stockton, man. I don't want to see that shit, man. Cut them niggas off. You trying to look at Kobe and Shaq, here come Karl Malone running at the same time, pick and roll for the last 15, 20 years. Man, cut that stuff off.
Don't forget Jerry Sloan.
Here's over there. He's still alive?
Yeah, in there,
He played.
Jordan did push off on Byron Russell.
Not my coach.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
he went in their road. But
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's get Utah should not have a professional sports team. Who want to play in Utah? You ran Donovan Mitchell out of town.
And Gobert.
Well,
yeah,
Gobert was
swindle.
trash anyway.
They swindle. Oh my God. They got their
they
bag.
swindle Minnesota. Telling you, Danny Ainge out there in Utah pitching that hope.
He said, Gobert is the next Shaquille O'Neal. Y'all better get him while he's hot.
He said he called Minnesota like, "Hey man, imagine having Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns. Ooh, the Twin Towers. Go ahead and do it." But Ant-Man,
Well, he need to come in and give her an AD for us.
y'all straight. Like y'all good, man.
Yeah,
Like
we
Rob
are.
Palinka did his thing in the trade deadline, and
He
you
did.
getting Kyrie in the summer.
Oh,
Like y'all
yeah.
good,
you hear the
y'all
word
good.
that straight.
huh?
We straight. That's
Y'all
not late.
good.
No, they straight. And we both be getting allegations of tampering and full blown cheating and shit, man. What is
This
straight?
team is a lot
God's
better
standard.
today than
Yeah.
it was 2 weeks ago.
It was.
As a y'all been asking for this all year. Get rid of us. Get rid of this. He did it.
Go.
No.
Oh, hey,
Do we have any new superstars on the team?
Kyrie on his way.
No. Again, do we have any new superstars that's working
D'Angelo.
on the team?
Yeah,
D'Angelo
D'Angelo's all
Russell.
right.
Those pieces Rob Palinka collected are going to make the world of difference this summer when Mavericks do a sign and trade with LA for Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Now you have
We
assets to
want
pull that off.
You see what I'm talking about?
You do want Kyrie.
Kyrie, how long Kyrie been in the league for real now? All
11
years?
He-
8 years?
I
It's
mean,
been only 8. I thought it's been double digits.
that's what I
When
thought.
he getting there? Like, I thought he got
I
there
thought we were
from
9,
Duke.
10, 11.
Duke, maybe Duke in 2012, maybe?
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? He closer to
Kyrie our age.
Plus.
Or a little
he
bit
all
younger
right.
than us.
That's all I'm saying, man. We supposed to be getting young talent like the next whoever it is. Not
Oh, don't trust me. In 2 years, Luka gonna be on his way.
they took us 2 years too late. We want him now. See what I'm
Nah.
saying?
He
We need
No,
him,
he can't play with Bron.
and Giannis. You see what I'm saying? We supposed to have
Giannis ain't coming. Y'all. Giannis love Milwaukee.
that's the problem. What is wrong with these new stars? Who want to be in Milwaukee? It's cold. It's
Listen, dog.
man.
In 2 years from now, when
I'm
Luka
just
has
saying,
1 year left on his
that's how I
contract,
play,
he gonna
man.
walk in Mark Cuban office and say, "All right, big dog, you know what time it is."
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kyrie
like-
got here in 2012, 2011,
Yeah.
2012 season.
Yeah,
He been in the league 11 years now, right? See what I'm
Something like
saying?
that.
Like, he supposed to be a
Dr.
role
J,
player for us.
just be
not-
patient. Luka on the way. Luka on the way.
You think he leaving y'all for real?
Dog.
The market too small.
It's not the market, it's management. Like they've been fumbling. Nah, dog. Luka gonna ask for out in 2 years.
I didn't like that Kyrie trade for y'all because I'm like, y'all.
I don't like it either, dog. Like he can leave for nothing in the summer. Like you
Yeah.
can sign him to a max deal because we can give him the most money. But then
Right.
you going like he's gonna have to be a sign and trade. He's not going to stay in Dallas.
Yeah.
I don't want him in Dallas. He gonna be walking around telling people JFK alive in 2 weeks.
And they go assassinate if they don't play in Texas. Boy.
Like he gonna be like, he gonna say something like, "Man, there's too many guns in Texas." Yep. Mark gonna
I
be
think
like, "All
Kyrie
right,
would say
son."
something like that though.
You don't think so? I think Kyrie.
Not
would.
something like that. He might say something stupid, but I don't think he'll say that.
I guarantee you. Today is February the 19th. I'll guarantee you by Easter, by the time our Lord and Savior get out the grave on Easter, he would have said something completely reckless in Dallas.
What he gonna do? What he gonna do?
And my guess is he gonna walk around saying JFK is alive.
Hey, gonna-
I promise you, dog. And Mark gonna be like, "Hey, what do we do?"
Hey,
But again, I think even from like besides Kyrie's mental, I just don't think that it flowed. Like I felt like y'all probably needed somebody more like I'd have gave y'all 2 points for getting more of a like a shooter.
Buddy Hield or somebody.
Yeah, no, like maybe like a
They need a Bradley Beal.
They needed Bradley
like a
Beal.
Bradley
Thank you,
Beal.
TJ. They
Like a
needed Bradley
Bradley
Beal 2 years
Bradley
ago.
Beal.
Yeah.
That's
Then
what
we'd
I
be
was-
talking.
Because Bradley Beal plays D2 and he doesn't need to be on top of the ball all day. And when Luka drive and all 15 defenders come, 4 on the court, 5 on the other bench, another one come to stop Luka, he'd kick that thing out to Bradley.
But
I
the
just-
thing is, though, Luka plays like LeBron. Kyrie has played and won with LeBron. So in theory, they should be able to mesh together.
But
It's
also
just-
they had shooters all around, Bron.
Yes.
So y'all
And
don't
they-
have very many shooters.
Yeah.
Y'all just
Nah.
got Tim Hardaway.
Oh, Reggie Bullock can shoot. Josh Green can shoot.
And
But
Kyrie
it's
can-
not. Kyrie can shoot, but I don't know if Kyrie's a catch and shoot kind of guy. I think
Yeah,
he's
he's
more
more
like
of a breaking ankles.
yeah. I mean, I didn't like the trade either. I
And then
didn't.
no defense. Y'all trade away like
Zero defense.
defenders. I'm like, everybody gets
defense.
buckets.
They're not coming to see that.
I mean,
talking
but
if y'all wanna
you
win a
needed to stop
championship.
somebody.
Hey,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah,
Run the score up.
man.
Hey,
best
dog,
def-
let me
a
tell
good
you,
offense is the
it-
best defense.
if you get in a shoot match with Steph Curry, you probably gonna lose.
Yep.
But it'll be fun to watch though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're not here for
Gonna get
fun.
pissed
We're
off.
here to win.
That's why Curry supposed to be
No.
under contract with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Professional sports is entertainment first.
No, WWE is entertainment first. It's in the name.
Yeah,
We
that
here
was
to win.
dunk contest, by the way. I'm just gonna throw that out there. That was on
It was
last
what?
night. Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Well, premium live event. I'm sorry. That was on last
Yeah.
night. But it was
Dog.
a few chairs, but
Elite storytelling. Again, we go back to storytelling. That the bloodline story. And now Justin TJ, I don't know what the hell we talking about.
Yeah, y'all talking about wrestling.
Yeah,
Bloodline.
Dr. We can
Oh.
talk about it later.
I'm sure. Look. I'm over here thinking, if your girl still went to All-Star Weekend, you ain't do nothing on Valentine's Day. She ain't canceled that ticket.
Let me
You
tell
ain't
you
do
something.
something
If my girlfriend is in Utah any weekend, it's over. Ain't nothing in Utah for you, girl. We all right.
Hey, it's a bunch of
A bunch of what?
homes out there from Silicon Valley.
Listen, dog. I understand
There's a
Utah
bunch
is
of old
beautiful,
money out there.
and I'm sure Utah is a great place. It's just not for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
hard pass.
Like, I'm
It's a
sure it's a
great place for
lovely
the
place.
non-felon.
I know people who've been to Utah and say how great it is, and it's just not for me.
I think we could
I
put
hope they
solar.
have a raffle at your job, Danny Ocean, and they say you got it, you get to go to Utah. And
Justin,
I want
when-
Ski trip.
When we hang up, you and I will talk. I'll tell you guys a story when we wrap this up about work.
yeah.
But anyway, I think that's about all for today. Check us out next month. We're gonna try to come at y'all once a month from now on. I think Justin, you want to go and tell them a little bit? I think what we can kind of shoot for next week. Not next week. Next show.
Next month. Yeah. So next show, we are going to talk about like police brutality, and I figured, all of us have varying of opinions. But I could probably bet money that all 4 of us probably feel strongly about it. So I thought it'd be nice to bring on another person who actually works in law enforcement, and so to kind of have her experience on it and to kind of see what she thinks. And I already forewarned her. I said, hey, I'm just letting you know, we not the biggest 12 fans. I said, but we will be respectful, and we definitely gonna let you know how we feel. But I wanted to let you know so you ain't think that we out here donating to the Capitol Police Fund. So I let her know. So I think it would just be definitely interesting to kind of see it from from somebody who actually works in law enforcement, kind of, who interact with people on a day-to-day basis, and she's also technically a minority as well. And so
Don't say technically.
she Hispanic.
Yeah, she is a minority.
She's a minority.
She's a she.
was-
She's a minority. That counts.
Yeah.
She is a minority.
Yeah, so she's a minority.
Yo, Ref just joined our fam.
But anyway,
That
as
man
we
said-
said, if you are in law enforcement, you want to join the conversation, just email us. We can try to get you on as well. So anyway, we out. Like, follow, subscribe, hit us on IG, follow us on IG for more interactions. We out.